Why South and East African countries disappoint in almost every AFCON tournament. Now, when the African continent is subdivided into 5 regions, we have the North, Central, South, and East. The South and East African countries together make up more than half of Africa's 54 nations, as shown on this map in orange color. But despite their numerical strength, why do these nations continue to lag behind in Africa's biggest football tournament? That's AFCON. Since the inception of AFCON in 1957, there have been 15 different winners, with Egypt holding the record for the most titles. The list of champions is dominated by North and West African countries. From Southern Africa, only 4 nations: South Africa, Sudan, Zambia, and Ethiopia have ever won the tournament, each only once. A notable mention is Congo and DR Congo, which are located in Central Africa. Here are the nations that have qualified for this year's AFCON that's happening in Morocco. Each region has equal representation in the qualification rounds and group stages, as shown here. However, despite this balance, South and East African national teams consistently struggle to progress deep into the tournament. So why does this keep happening? One of the main reasons why South and East African nations struggle in the AFCON tournament is weak domestic leagues. Now this is the foundation of the problem. Here includes low match intensity in the leagues found in this region, poor pitches and facilities, inconsistent salaries and contracts. As a result, players arrive at AFCON and are prepared for the speed, intensity, and physicality of elite African teams, especially the ones in the West and North Africa. The next reason is limited exposure to top competitions. Many players from the South and East African national teams have limited experience, especially in top European leagues, high-level North African competitions. This lack of exposure affects decision making, confidence, and game management at the AFCON level. The third reason is fitness and physicality gap. West Africans generally are physically stronger than the rest of Africa. That's at least according to my experience, having played a few football matches with my friends from these West African countries. I can assure you, these people there, they cannot be easily knocked off the ball. They are so strong on the ground, and when it comes to duels, it's very hard to win against them. I think this could be attributed to the type of food that they eat up there in the West, in West Africa. Therefore, this makes AFCON physically brutal. It's high pressing, fast transitions, constant physical duels, as I mentioned, and all this cannot be matched by many South and East African teams because of the high energy used in these games, and therefore South and East African players tend to fade as the game goes on. The fourth reason is poor planning and instability of the football federations found in South and East Africa. Although this is a very major problem in the whole of African national teams, but there has been more progress in the West and Northern regions. These problems behind the scenes hurt performance of the players on the pitch, as you always see examples that are always happening in every tournament. When it comes to major tournaments like this, it requires long-term planning and long-term vision. which I think can easily lead to success at the AFCON tournaments. So, what's the way forward for South and East African national teams? For South and East African national teams to truly compete with other regions, especially those with players exposed to top leagues around the world, South and East African countries must invest seriously in football academies and modern sports facilities, including training centers and high quality stadiums. This investment is essential for long term player development, not just short term success. However, it's important to be honest. The issues and problems mentioned in this video do not only affect South and East African national teams. These problems cut across the whole of African nations, and this can be discussed further in the next video that I'll be making for why African nations cannot compete highly when it comes to World Cup and other international tournaments. Thank you for listening.